Good morning, ladies. It's day 10 of our daily devotions, but today is going to be more of a eulogy. Unfortunately, death is a part of life, and you're never really quite prepared for the passing of a loved one or friend, someone you care about. So, I want to talk about how do we navigate this, and then I want to honor our brother in Christ who has gone on to be with the Lord. I hope that you take this message as a sign and that you understand that even though we go through storms, I pray that the rain in your lives, that it will not be a sign of hopelessness, but as a chance to grow closer to the Lord. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says there's an appointed time for everything, and there is a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says he has made everything appropriate in its time. He has also set eternity in their heart without the possibility that mankind will find out the work which God has done from the beginning even to the end. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Grief is heavy, and you can grieve many things, not just the loss of a person. You can grieve the loss of a spouse if you're divorced, the loss of your job. You can grieve the loss of a child who is addicted to drugs and is a prodigal child and you don't know where they are. Grief comes in all forms. It's heavy, but God's presence can lighten that burden. He draws near to the hurting and provides comfort. In our sorrow, we are never alone. So today I encourage you to lean into his presence in the coming days, weeks, months, and years as there continues to be loss in our lives in many different forms and in our country. Pray if you need to pray, cry if you need to cry. Do all the things that you need to do, and don't worry about how anybody else is reacting to how you are responding or processing what has happened. Let the peace of God guard your heart, and remember that the people that we mourn who were believers are now in the presence, the eternal presence of God. They are being embraced by Jesus himself, and now they are free from all suffering. So we can rest in that hope. 2 Timothy 4:7 says, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith." Believers can say that, and I believe they will be greeted with, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Psalm 90:12 says, "Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." We all have an expiration date, literally and figuratively. We were never meant to stay here forever because we are citizens of heaven, temporarily residing here on earth. So Psalm 90:12 reminds us that our days are numbered. But those days are precious, so we need to spend them wisely in service to others and mostly in devotion to God. So I pray that we remember our dear brother who left his country because of religious persecution, who loved the Lord enough to not back down on being a Christian through his many acts of kindness and love for his family, for his church, his unwavering faith, his demonstrated goodness and gentleness. We grieve today, but we also rejoice that he is in heaven. And that sounds like a strange thing to say. And it might even make someone angry in the middle of their grief. And yet we know as believers, our lives are God's. And the best place we could ever be in is in the arms of Jesus. We know that a life lived in faith does not end in death. We just change our zip codes. Jesus said in John 11:25, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. This is our hope, because now our dear brother is in the presence of the Lord, free from pain and the sorrows of this world. So let us remember him and honor him for being a man of faith, for being a man who loved his family, for being a man who was faithful, who was a good provider, who had a gentle spirit and a kind word for everyone. Let us love as he loved. Let us serve as he served. And let us always trust in the promises of God. And I pray that his life inspires you and me to make every day count for the kingdom of heaven. Have a blessed day.